Jasbir has got a very important job at the space station. He has to note down very critical information about the rocket test. But the test is being carried out late at night, and because of that, Jasbir is very sleepy. And he was not able to take down the information as fast as it is required. So while the test happened, the test actually failed after a few seconds. And by that time, Jasbir were able to note only one information, and that is the speed of the aircraft at the last moment. He was able to take down the speed, which is 32 kilometers per hour, but he was not able to take down the time. But he was informed that the time will be related to speed. That is, the speed increases at the power of 4. That is, for the first second, the speed is 4 to the power of 1. For second, it's 4 to the power of 2, and so on. Now, he has this information for sure, and he has 32 kilometers per hour. But still, he has not taken down the actual time. So how does he calculate that? He was really confused, and he was thinking how he could do that. But he knew logarithms to some amount. But how could he even bring logarithms in this case? So first of all, he tried to calculate the time. Now he knew that the speed will always be in the power of 4. So he assumed that the number of seconds taken to reach 32 was 4 to the power of x. Now 32 is the final speed, so 4 to the power of x should be equal to 32. So he just needs to find this power x, and that will be the time taken. Now that he has this particular equation, the only thing missing is the exponent. Now he had learnt that whenever the exponent is missing, logarithm is the solution for that problem. So this can be written in the form of logarithms. Now we know that 4 is the base and 32 is the argument in that expression. So if we try to write this as a logarithmic equation, what it would be? So in the logarithmic form, it can be written as log of 32 to the base 4. So Jasbir has this particular expression with him, and if he is able to solve this expression, he'll be able to find the time taken by the aircraft. But there is something which is difficult to solve, and that is 32 is not a power of 4, because we know that 4 into 4 is 16, but that into 4 becomes 64, where we do not find 32. So 32 is not a direct power of 4, and it may be a decimal. Now Jasbir is really confused what to do, because he needs to solve if he wants to save his job. So he quickly contacts his professor, who tells him about the base law. But what is the change of base law exactly? So this is the change of base rule given by Professor Magan. It states that log of x to the base b is equal to log of x to the base a by log of b to the base a. So you see here the base b was changed to base a with the help of this particular rule. But can we really change the base of something by simply dividing the argument and base's logs with the new base? Is that possible? Let's really check. So let's assume something. Let's assume that log x to the base b is equal to y. If we assume this, let's try to solve this. Let's try to write it in the exponential form. So it is nothing but b to the power of y is equal to x, isn't it? Now if we apply log to the base a in both the sides, then we can write it as log b to the power of y to the base a is equal to log x to the base a. So this is pretty perfect here. So now using the power law, we can bring the power down here, isn't it? So we can write log b to the base a, and power has moved here. This is equal to log x to the base a. Now, what will we do? We will divide both the sides with log b to the base a. So, let's try to divide it. So, we can write it as y log b to the base a by log b to the base a is equal to log x to the base a by log b to the base a. Now, if we do that, divided by log b to the base a. Now, we see that here numerator and denominator are the same, so they can cut out each other. So, the final answer here is that y is equal to log x to the base a by log b to the base a. But we know that y is nothing but log x to the base b, and this expression is nothing but this expression. That means this particular rule stands true. It has been proved. So, Professor Magan was right, in fact. So, once we have this change of base rule, let's see. Jasbir has log 32 to the base 4. Can he apply this change of base here? I think he can, because 32 is not a direct power of 4, but 32 is definitely a direct power of 2. So, if he changes the base to 2, he will be able to solve it. So, let's try to use this formula or this rule to change the base to 2. So, log 32 to the base 4 is in this form right now. So, let's try to write it in this form. So, we can write it as log 32, and the new base we want is 2. So, base 2 by log, the base here was 4. So, this is also become an argument here, and the new base, that is 2. So, now we have a simplified equation with a new base. Now, 2 has a very good advantage against 32 and 4 because both are its powers. So, here we can write this equation as 32 is nothing but 2 into 2 4 into 2 8 into 2 16 into 2 32. That is 5 times 2, that is 2 to the power of 5. So, we have 2 to the power of 5. So, this is the power of 2 for here will be 5. So, this will be the answer for that. So, 5 by log 4 will be how much? 4 is nothing but 2 into 2, that is 2 square. So, here the power, the exponent will be 2, that is the answer. So, 5 by 2. So, once we have 5 by 2, this is nothing but 2.5. So, this was the time Jasbir was looking for. So, now that he has the 2.5 seconds, so he quickly informed the scientists that the final speed was 32 kilometers per hour and the time taken to reach that speed was 2.5 seconds. And as soon as he was able to give this information, then the scientists were able to solve the problem and fix the rocket for the next launch. So, you see how logarithms was able to help Jasbir save his job as well as help in the launch of the rocket. That is the power of logarithms. Now, there was another problem which somebody else faced. Let's see what. These are some random figures which you can see, but these were very important figures for somebody. Sam and his team of scientists were traveling in space, and while they were traveling from Earth to the moon, their aircraft had some glitch or some snag, and it stopped at several points in the space. So when we reached moon, they wanted to find the exact problem of the aircraft. And for that, they needed to know how many times the aircraft had stopped on the way. Now, how could they calculate that? They only knew that the total distance covered by the aircraft from Earth to moon was log 8 to the base 3. So they contacted a nearby space station, which informed them that they were not able to take the entire information of their stoppages, but their first stoppage was recorded. That is, the first time they stopped. And when the first time they stopped, their speed was log 4 to the base 10, and the time taken till that time by the aircraft was log 16 to the base 9. So they had the speed of the aircraft and the time of the aircraft for only the first stop. And since then, they had taken more stops which they hadn't counted, but every stop had the same distance. That is, equal number of distance was traveled with every stoppage. So now that they have the total distance and they have the speed and time of the first segment of the particular problem or particular journey, so we know that speed